Hello everyone and welcome to Business Borrowing Secrets. Today we're going to go over common mistakes business owners make when borrowing money. And we have seen it all. I mean, literally we've seen everything. And I would hate to say I told you so. So we're going to go over what we have seen businesses do in the past and regretted completely. Just the top three. The first one is, and I feel the need to mention this one first, since we are learning about all the different programs available to the subprime and near prime business. The business owner did not take the correct program for their needs. They didn't borrow the right structure. This business owner needed a piece of equipment that costed $30,000. The equipment undoubtedly needed to be purchased and it was pertinent to the future revenue and the continuation of the business. They needed that $30,000 for the purchase as soon as possible. They were inclined, since the process is a lot easier and faster, to borrow cash, but borrowing straight cash to purchase the machine got them what they needed quick, but they didn't have enough foresight into the coming months. They took cash on a short term, got the piece of equipment, and started upping their revenue with the new addition immediately. Unfortunately, since the term on the cash was so short, the payments were becoming too burdensome on the day-to-day cash flow and ultimately the revenue. What they should have done is use the machine as collateral. They could have borrowed against the machine that they were buying and experienced the same cost of money, but a way lower and more handleable payment since the loan is secured and the risk mitigated, resulting in a way longer term. A secured loan is way less risky because upon the instance of a default, the machine has an FLV resale value. In this instance, the business owner should have done their research or watched this guide. The next reason is just way too classic, and it happens a lot. They didn't borrow enough money. Sometimes business owners try to be a bit too conservative. Not to say that isn't a positive attribute, but it isn't always the best way to look at everything. In fact, if you ask me, in the case of borrowing money, not taking enough is classically myopic and a rookie move. When you are looking to make a move to up your revenue, you can't afford to be conservative. It's either all in or all out. Usually when this happens, it results in not having enough headroom to make payments. For example, in putting your funds towards marketing, you aren't going to see immediate returns on your investment. This is important to plan for when you are provisioning sufficient headroom. The next thing is a very common misconception: the term length. The usual consensus is that a longer term is more beneficial because a longer term means lower payments, but this can just as easily work against you. A scenario that we see constantly is a business owner took a loan over a longer term, first position, had a very comfortable time with the payments, but when the time came when they needed more money, they didn't qualify for what they needed because they still had a first position. Now they have no capital and are still making payments on it. These clients, after taking an expensive second position on top of their initial loan, realized they needed a quickly revolving access to funds. Sometimes it's better to take money at a shorter term and stomach the higher payments than take money at a longer term with comfortable payments. Sometimes you need to get out of your comfort zone. What you can learn from this segment is to not make the same mistakes other business owners did. Watch this guide, get educated, schedule your consultation, know exactly what you're getting, and we'll see you next time.